The half marathon starts at the iconic west gate of Angkor Wat. Built in the early 12th century, it's the world's largest religious monument. As you run, you'll notice stalls and cafes run by the locals who live in the national park. Many of them will be there along the route on race day to cheer you on. At the 2-kilometer mark, you'll turn right on the road back to Siem Reap. This is a great course for beginners. The course is flat and many parts are shaded. While it can be very warm, there are water stations about every 2.5 kilometers along the course. At the 4-kilometer mark, you'll do a U-turn. Make sure you cross the timing map, otherwise your race time won't be counted. Just after you turn right back onto the road along the Angkor Wat moat, there's a water station with bananas in case you need some extra fuel. 2 kilometers later, you can grab an electrolyte drink and there's a public restroom on your right if you need a pit stop. Shortly after, on your right, is the Prasat Kravan Temple. The temple was built in the early 10th century and the name means Cardamom Sanctuary. Eventually, you'll see the wall of Ta Prohm Temple on your right. The temple has a romantic atmosphere with trees growing out of the stone and on roofs, which might be why it was chosen for Angelina Jolie's Tomb Raider movie. Around the 14-kilometer mark, the course curves left again and you'll see Takeo Temple on your right. After you cross the ruins of an old stone bridge, you'll see Thomanon Temple on your right. Then you'll come to the Victory Gate, one of 5 grand entrances into Angkor Thom. 5 towering faces top the gate. It's sights like these that make this race so spectacular. Despite the crowds, the centuries-old temples will make you feel serene as you run through this World UNESCO Heritage Site. The course takes you right up to the elephant terraces and then curves left. You'll run along what was once the site of royal receptions and gatherings. Up ahead is Bayan Temple. The temple has hundreds of smiling Buddha faces carved onto it. This is also the only place in the park where you can ride an elephant. The course narrows as you go through the south gate of Angkor Thom. Once you're through, you'll see statues of demons on your right and gods on your left. At the 20-kilometer mark is the last water and electrolyte station before the finish. Let the energy of the crowd carry you along. Soon, you'll see the west gate on your left and the course curves right for your sprint to the finish line. You've just run a half marathon in one of the most historic and beautiful sites in the world.